Hey, comrades.
I'm Grace.
I'm Gabby.
I'm JACQ.
And we are
the Book Bugs.
Today, we are going to 3 different Barnes & Nobles to collect 3 different book hauls. It's going to be a time. We're going to see what each store has selection-wise.
It's also triple stamp weekend, so we're getting rewards.
It's Memorial Day. It's as the day we're filming this is Memorial Day, so that's why we have the triple double stamp thing.
Yes.
These lovelies are also taking me to Sonic for the first time. I've never been there. My family was not a Sonic people growing up.
It's Midwestern culture. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, they're very excited. I'm excited for the experience. I always saw the commercials. Was like, what the hell is that? So, you know.
Sonic's good. They got good stuff.
It'll be a good time, I'm sure.
It's a good drive-in. It's a good place.
Yes, and we all have stuff that we need to pick up anyways at Barnes & Noble, so hopefully we'll be able to stock up.
Yep, and we'll finish off and you'll get to see all of our purchases. Get ready, because it's gonna be a lot.
It's gonna be so much.
It's gonna be a lot.
Look,
we're gonna have to be on a book ban after this. I know I am.
Don't ban books. We are against book bans here on the Book
I'm
Bugs.
on like a shopping ban. I can't buy any more for myself.
Book buying ban.
Book buying ban, thank you.
All right, now let's get on with the video.
Say hello to the viewers, Gabby.
No.
Uh-oh.
Gabby, don't be mean to them.
And y'all said I was attacking the viewers. What the hell is this?
No, I'm being
It's not a
mean to
JACQ
you.
attack, it's a
I'm
Gabby
bullying
attack.
you. I'm not giving you what you want. I'm yours.
Okay, there we go.
Say hi.
Hi.
Okay.
One of the most beautiful copies I've ever seen. Would buy it, except she's $40.
Is this what we have so far? This is store 1.
I'm a little gremlin with my stack of books.
It's going great.
We're dragons.
You can take these out of my cold, dead hands.
Are you getting the Pride and Prejudice? Or did you put it back?
No, I put it back. I'm showing I have some self-control. I recorded it, so it's like, look, I have restraint.
I'm proud of you.
I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay.
This is more than I was hoping to get, but they're buy one get one 50% off, and that's a fucking bargain.
Also,
So-
triple stamps.
and triple stamps, yes.
We're earning those rewards. It's an investment.
So I'll update you when more happens.
How do we think it went, ladies?
You can't see this
pretty
yet.
good.
You can't see it
I'm
yet.
pretty excited.
I'm not playing with my books right now.
Totally not.
Show me the haul. Where'd you put your haul, Grace?
It's back there with Gabby.
It's back here with me. You can't see it yet because we gotta show all of them at the same time.
Yeah, we're gonna show all of them at the same time, but like you'll see the bags and stuff, and yeah.
I spent less, honestly, than I thought I was going to, considering I bought 3 books for more than this last time I went to Barnes & Noble, so...
It's that buy one, get one 50% off life. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta take advantage of it when you can, you know?
Yeah, anyways. It was a success, and now on to the next Barnes & Noble, where I will drive, and Gabby will be the editor?
She'll be the camera woman.
girl.
Gabby will be the camera girl. Hey, so now we're off to our next destination, our second Barnes & Noble of the day.
We switched drivers. I'm in the front seat now.
Yeah, Grace is relegated to the seat of shame.
Well, that just means I'm in the safest seat in the house.
True. Arguably, I am in the worst seat in the house.
Dude, we've literally almost gotten to like 3 car crashes today, and it's definitely the other people's fault.
We hate other drivers.
We're the victims here.
We've witnessed almost several crashes happening.
Yeah, literally, like,
They didn't all involve us.
No, yeah, we're innocent. Can't hold that against us in a court of law.
we're the victims here.
We're the victim. We, the white girls, are the victims here.
Yes.
That's it.
Don't victim blame us in the comments, please.
Okay, we're gonna go leave off on that note.
We're
See
gonna
you
go to
there.
another Barnes & Noble.
It's gonna be
So
a party.
excited for another home.
Pop back in.
What's up?
What is up, my dudes? I'm just chilling.
We were wondering where you are. Where were you?
Oh, I heard you. I know. I was looking on this side.
Oh,
Nice.
What?
Store number 3, we have switched off again, and we're gonna go to our last Barnes & Noble, and then we're gonna go to Sonic, and then we're gonna show the final reveal of our gigantic book haul.
We got a lot of stuff, so it's gonna be kind of long, but you know what? It's fun. We're here for the ride. We're here for the ride.
We're all getting a bunch of different stuff, because we all have very different tastes, so it's not gonna be like a ton of repeats, maybe like a couple here and there, but like not a ton. We all have very different tastes.
I have truly spent almost my entire like incidental fun stuff budget for this month, and you know what? I'm okay with it. I had a phone call from my mom earlier. She told me, make sure you don't go wild. Exercise your restraint. And I was like, yeah, okay, maybe. We'll
if
see.
we feel like it.
I'm just
We'll
glad that most of the
see.
stuff that I wanted to get, I've already gotten. Like, stuff that I was like, okay. And especially since if it was, like, only one copy of it left, it's like, okay, might as well.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm, like, keeping in mind. It's like, I'll probably see it again. And also, it's a BOGO deal. It's the buy one, get one 50% off.
Yeah.
Love a good BOGO.
I'm not exercising as much restraint as I planned on. However, the way I'm thinking about it is so long as I don't completely overdo it, because I am going to a convention, so I am going to be in the dealer's room.
Yeah.
So it's like I
Yeah.
want to make sure I have a little bit of budget.
You
for
need to
that.
exercise more strength than I do.
Yes.
I went into this saying I'm going to do 3 books per store, and I
LMAO.
definitely did not do 3
Fell by
books
the
per store.
wayside.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe it'll be a bit better. So, all right, let's get to the next one. We're at Sonic.
They're taking my Sonic virginity. It's a good time.
It's gonna be great.
All right, here we are. They forgot my chicken, so I'm just eating my Maz sticks, which is not a bad thing. I'm not upset at getting to eat all the Maz sticks, but
Just a little disappointed.
Yeah, it's not a good first impression, but
I smell the fried. Smells good. Oh yeah.
yeah.
They're fucking good.
So welcome to our book haul. We tried taking this, doing a take before, but a small peanut sedan driver interrupted us.
He's still going too. I can still hear him chugging over there.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna talk about the books that we got for videos for our channel, but also books that overlap with each other. Because we have several of those.
Yes. First book that we all got together, and it's because we all had the same class where we talked about this specific topic, and it is I'm in Love with Mothman, and it's a signed copy as well. So
Look at that. Look at the little Mothman.
They drew a little Mothman inside, and there's nothing but respect for my monster fuckers. You know what I mean? Look, you can bleep the curse if you want to, but there's no other category for this.
Yeah, but we all got it, and
It's a symbol of our friendship.
yes, and we may or may not be doing a vlog buddy reading this together.
Yeah, we'll think about it. At the very least, you're definitely going to see this on my shelf because I'm going to display it very prominently.
Hit that like button if you want to see it.
Well, no, leave a comment if you want to see it. Specifically mention the title Monster Fucking
Anonymous.
Monster Fuckers Anonymous. We could have a whole series. Ice Planet Barbarians, anybody?
Please, no. Oh my god.
Yeah, what did you
I
sign up
cannot
for?
spend my free time purchasing and reading smut.
Gabby is our resident asexual who doesn't like to read smut, which is valid, and
I
we
got
may
it
be
for the
torturing her.
experience.
So it's a time.
It's going to be interesting.
I got it as a symbol of our friendship. That's why I have it.
Something that a book that me and Jack got is The Girl Who Drank the Moon, because it was in the BOGO table.
So it's a middle grade fiction.
No,
It won the
no.
Newbery Medal for this year, actually, I think. I had never heard of it before, but it was at the BOGO table. It has a really pretty cover, so I picked it up. I read the back.
I've been wanting to get this one for a while personally. It was on my to buy list.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
So I'm glad that I finally got to get it, especially since it's probably 50% off.
Love that BOGO 50% off. Barnes & Noble, please sponsor us.
So for a video that we're doing is we're reading each other's favorite books, and my favorite book is One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, so Jack picked that up today. And then I got Lore by Alexandra Bracken, which is Gabby's favorite book, so we'll be reading that for her. And that's kind of what we got for that video, so we were like, oh, time to get it.
Also, this was on the BOGO 50% off table, and I'm all about them deals.
Because it finally got into paperback. It's finally in paperback.
I wish they would be highlighting this one more though. I wish that would have been on the table because then they'd have more copies. Then you would have also gotten a copy of Lore.
I tried to get a copy, and we asked, and there were no more copies left.
Even though they were there at the other two.
Interesting.
Do I need to get a paperback version of Lore now? Are you kidding me?
Especially since
I'm sorry.
Especially since it's the version where it has it's narrower in the front, and I don't like that for books, but I only like it when it was the Lunar Chronicles because with the new covers because of the scene, it has character art on the inside on this flat part, and I love it because while I was reading the series, I could easily picture it and the characters.
I need to pick up a copy of this now just for the little art.
For a video, I'm planning, because I've never read them, but the Folk of the Air series, because she keeps talking about it, and I've seen it all over TikTok, and, I'm interested. I'm not against, fairy stuff. I don't read a ton of fairy stuff, but I'm very interested, so I'm planning on doing a video of it. She's already read it, so...
She's already read.
I already
the
read.
books.
Yeah, I read all of it. I create content on my own personal TikTok with some Ju Duarte cosplay, so go follow me on that.
Self-promo. Shameless self-promo.
Gotta put it in there, okay?
I have already read The Cruel Prince, and I'm working through The Wicked King in my spare time, and I have the third one. So I picked up the little short story and the first in the Stolen Air trilogy, or duology. Is that what
Yeah,
it's
it's a duology.
The duology, and I'm so excited. I love Oak. You'll meet Oak. He's adorable. So I'm very,
Excited for Oak.
very excited.
Stolen Air is the only one I have not read yet, and I need to.
We buddy read.
We could buddy
Could
read
buddy
it.
read.
But yeah, and for some reason she likes Locke, so that tells you a lot about her already.
I just think it's really funny that she's really spiteful of Locke. So I really like bringing up Locke.
See, the
And
only reason
I'm really looking forward to understanding all these jokes after I read this duology.
I love
series.
him in the third book, and you'll understand why when you get there.
Okay.
He's great in the third book.
Okay,
for only
okay.
one reason.
Chime off in the comments as to who you agree with. I personally will not be sharing my opinion because I have no opinion. But I'm sure
Non-bias.
you do.
Non-bias. All right, so the next category for we got is this is like our fantasy category. And Gabby and I do have some leftovers. We both got the House of the Cerulean Sea, and it does have the sprayed edges.
I'm so obsessed with it.
Yes.
And it's
funny-
so pretty.
Funny enough, this was like one of the final copies like in the store. Like there was like no more, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then there was this one dude who had both the first and the second book with the sprayed edges, and then he gave it to me, and I was like, are you sure? And then he was kind of just like, I was like, okay. So I kind of took it. Who that man is, I hope he wins the lottery. I hope both sides of his pillow at night are freezing cold. Okay? And I hope his rent is always low.
Period. Also, can I just say, I have been eyeing this one for a while. I have had this on my TBR for quite some time. So to have like the sprayed edges and like an exclusive edition, I'm so excited about. Like, something about two old men running an orphanage together and falling in love really speaks to me.
It just seems so cozy and
I
like
know.
cute.
It's a cozy fucking fantasy, and the Antichrist is involved, and I just think that's really funny.
Just to reiterate her excitement, when she found this book with the sprayed edges, she came running over to us in the YA section. It was like, they have the sprayed edges! She was so pumped.
One of our other friends also just picked it up, the normal copy of it, and so I'm afraid to make him jealous.
I think he got the hardcover too.
Oh, he got the hardcover?
He got the hardcover one.
Because
Oh.
it was on the shelf with, he just released another book, about puppets. It was on that table.
Under the Whispering Door.
That's
I don't know
a
if y'all can see that. It's this one.
Yes, it was on a table with Under the Whispering Door, and our friend grabbed that, and that's what set this chain off.
Well, I knew about this beforehand, and I was like,
what if we...
Oh wait, are we about to kiss right now?
what if we were old men running an orphanage and we kissed?
I mean, we're young women running a booktube channel.
I'm hearing wedding bells.
And
What
then,
if?
okay,
Sorry.
next that we got is she got Daughter of the Moon Goddess, which is the first book in the duology. I got the second one, which is Heart of the Sun Warrior, because I already have the first one, and I especially have it as a hardcover, so she got it as paperback.
I'm really upset I didn't snatch this one earlier, though, because they were both at the store that we went to. They were both in hardcover like 2 weeks ago when it first came out. It might have come out longer ago than that.
Yeah.
But they like just came out with the paperback, and so they just stopped printing the hardcovers. So I kind of wish that I had gotten the hardcover and splurged when I saw them, but it's okay. I'm still excited to have this one. I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's cute.
All right.
I also, I'm not going to talk too much in detail about these, but apparently I'm just buying all of R.F. Kuang's books because I got The Poppy War, and I also got Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I've heard good things about all of R.F. Kuang's books, and I've heard good things about Sorcery of Thorns, so I'm also very excited to dive into these ones as well.
So I also got fantasy books, although, I'm not a follower, so I wasn't, coordinating with them. I guess they snuck off on their own and talked about it and planned and left me out. Whatever. It's fine.
Even though we both got the same book in the previous
It's
pile.
fine.
They planned that one without me. They didn't want me in on their middle grade. It's fine. Continue.
Anyways, for my fantasy books, I got several. So, The Last of the Falling Star, it's one of the Rick Riordan publisher books by Gracie Kim. I'm very excited. It was BOGO 50% off. The Sacrifice by Rin Chupico. Again, BOGO 50% off. I'd never seen it. Looks good. Into the Heartless Wood by Joanna Ruth Meyer. I'm very excited. Look at this cover. But again, never heard of it. It was BOGO 50% off, and I was like, that looks interesting. And then there was this one, A Dance of Silver and Shadow by Melanie Cellier. I've been wanting this book forever because, fun fact about me, fairy tale retellings is like my jam. I am really fond of the 12 Dancing Princesses and those retellings.
That's a good one.
Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses is my jam.
I had those dolls growing up, like the whole pack of them.
That's the best Barbie movie, period. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
Well, exactly. It's a fun tale. We love a good retelling, and that's what this book is. Also, look at this cover. It's beautiful. It's purple.
It's giving the selection for some reason. Like it kind of
It
the
is.
same pose.
It's the woman in a ball gown standing alone on a cover, and I'm a sucker for that. Truly, if you look at my bookshelf, so many of them have this design. But yeah, I'm just really excited. 12 Dancing Princesses retelling. If it's really good, you know, I might post a review. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so next up we have our romance category, which Grace and I bought a bunch. I think I bought more than her, but
Definitely.
what can I say? I'm a slut for romance.
I think I bought the most personally.
See your empty pile.
Okay, this
and
is kind of romantic.
okay, well, as a subsection to the romance, even though it's not really a subsection, we also have a couple of queer books that we want to highlight.
Because these are queer romance books. So I did fit into the romance category. Just
enough.
Just enough. You can tell my taste slide.
Yeah. Some books that I got the first of the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher, Throttled, because I've been wanting to get this one for a while, and I've heard plenty of good things about it. Kind of excited for this. One that I've been waiting to get this one is Tokyo Dreaming, which is the second book. I think it's Tokyo Ever After, and it's like a bodyguard romance, and I got that book in paperback, and the sequel finally came out in paperback. I've been waiting for it to come out in paperback so I can get it. So I was like, ooh, this is my chance. It was also the last copy, so I was like, we're getting it. So this one I'm very excited for. And then I got Magnolia Parks. This one I've heard was very toxic. It's a very toxic, the cheating trope is in this a lot, and it's very much like Gossip Girl. And I'm like, you know what? And it also takes place in London, and I'm part British, so I'm like, this is right up my alley. And I also just love the drama, so I can't wait for the toxicity and to throw this book across my room.
Go Pips Girl.
Go
That was
Pips
the
Girl.
only thing that has been in my head since you said Gossip Girl.
And then the final one for the romance category is this is a sports romance. This one, not a big fan of the cover because it's a man on the cover, like a model on the cover. I prefer the cartoon. But this is apparently a basketball romance. Search up trigger warnings because that's what everyone's been saying. Search up trigger warnings if you want this. But I'm excited to see what this is all about because I watched Larry Reed's and she recommends this one. So, yeah.
What was the trigger warning that you said?
For the long shot?
Yeah.
I just said search up trigger warnings because I don't know what the
search up trigger warnings.
Search up trigger warnings if you want to read long shot. I don't know what they are because I haven't searched them up. So search them up. Don't be me. Do not go into it blind.
She's gonna be traumatized by the end of this. You'll see a reading blog of just her like sobbing.
Tears.
That's really funny because I don't cry while reading books or watching TV.
But
or
if you're
movies.
traumatized, you know.
If I'm traumatized, I'll just sleep.
I got a lot of romance books. I'm a big fan of the romance genre. You'll find that out. So first off, I got several romance books that are literally just because I either own like the audio book or I rented it from the library or the ebook, and I want to have them added to my collection on my shelf because I love them so much. And also I have the other ones in the series. So for that we have Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade. We love Olivia Dade. She writes like fat romances. It's great. It's very cute. Would recommend. The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I have another book by Abby Jimenez in here. That's her most recent, but this is the first one in the series. Would recommend. And The Last Chance Library, which is actually one of my favorites. I own the audiobook. Would recommend. Again. And then, for my new romance books, I have Girls Before Earls by Anna Bennett. she looks cute. And also, look at that dress. Do you see it? It's cute. She was on the BOGO 50% off, which I was very excited about. And I've never seen it before, but I'm excited to give it a shot.
Show them the things.
Yeah, I'm just tossing it
I know.
willy-nilly. I'm
I
so
know,
sorry.
like, show them the things so they
When I
can
saw
see.
you do that, I was like, oh, I better do it before she does.
Next, I got What the Hex, witch rom-com, big fan. This is actually a sequel to Go Hex Yourself, which is another book that I read. It looks very cute. So yeah, What the Hex by Jessica Clare. And then this is the other Abby Jimenez book I mentioned. This is part of the same series. Abby Jimenez, yours truly. It's an enemies to lovers after they start sending each other letters. Two doctors. I'm very excited. I think writing letters to each other, like romance letters, is just a cute little trope. I've heard nothing but good reviews for this, so I'm very excited.
Especially top tier when it's what letters?
Okay.
It's over my head.
The girls that get it, and the girls that don't.
It's me. I'm the drama.
So I also got some queer romances. Acting the part features I think it's a high schooler, gender queer representation. It looks real cute. I'd never seen it before, but it looks really good. Acting the part by Z.R. Eller. And then A Lady for a Duke by Alexis Hall. I've been wanting this one forever. This features trans historical romance, which is a category that's very small. Basically, this girl is declared dead at the Battle of Waterloo, so she takes the chance to reinvent herself and come back as her true self. And then she's faced with her family, and then she falls in love with the dude who was her best friend, but those feelings weren't allowed before, and now they kind of are. So we'll see what happens.
I've heard nothing
Yeah.
but good things about that one. That's on my TBR.
It was BOGO 50% off, and I was like, there's no reason for me not to get it. So I'm very excited about this one.
If it's good, you'll have to let us know, because that is so precious. I love that.
It's real cute.
Continuing with the queer fiction, the first one I got is The Mythic Coda Rose by Jennifer Nissley. This is the definition of I chose a book by its cover. This is beautiful. You might notice with these next couple of books that I have kind of a purple theme going on. I'm very asexual, and so when I see something that seems queer, then I just go for it. So this is actually, it's a lesbian best friend romance as they deal with trauma left behind by Hoda's father. It seems really interesting. I'm already obsessed with it. This cover is so beautiful, so I'm very excited about it. This is the next one, Ace Wild, A Heist by Amanda Dewitt. I am more excited about this than I think anything else I've picked up.
That one looks really good. I want to read that.
I'm obsessed with the cover and with the little synopsis, and I read the prologue of it, and the last line, it's so good. This is not a love story, this is a confession. It's about asexual romance, about this asexual support group that goes on a heist, basically, but they're all internet friends, so they're meeting for the first time, and they're all ace, and there's gonna be ace romance, and I'm so excited.
I love the
I'm
representation.
so excited. There's
Listen.
never enough ace romance.
That last line is giving Fleabag season 2 vibes. If you've watched Fleabag, you know what I'm talking about. Have you watched Fleabag?
I have not.
Have you watched Fleabag? Fleabag girlies, chime off. Or guys, Fleabag's non-binaries. Fleabag folks, chime off.
Fleabag folks. Oh my god, wait, that is so cute. The little, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but the little binding is purple and white.
Oh, that's adorable.
That's adorable. It's like a little ace flag in there.
That's cute. We love that.
Ugh. And the last one that I got is called Tomorrow Doesn't Come by Jen St. Jude. This kind of thing isn't typically my thing, I guess. It's like an end of... It's like an Armageddon kind of
queer romance. It's about, there's like 9 days before like a world-destroying meteor destroys the Earth. And this girl is like super depressed, and she's about to unalive herself. But she decides that since there's 9 days left and no one can stop it, that she's gonna make some moves, and I'm expecting this to be a very sad gay story with depression and not a happy ending, and I'm a sucker for happy endings, so we'll see if I take to it, but I'm intrigued by the premise.
The light vibes is giving Don't Look Up on Netflix,
It is.
but queer.
Well, I was
Yes.
wondering, isn't this also very much like They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera?
That's what it's giving They Both Die at the End vibes, but with
Lesbians.
but with lesbians, and I
love that.
I'm prepared to die. I'm not prepared to die. I'm prepared to cry over it, is what I'm prepared to do.
She's gonna die crying.
I'm gonna die crying over this book.
Please don't do that, Gabby.
Gabby, we need you here.
Gabby, please.
It's okay. I'll give you some of my powers of not being able to cry over things.
Yes, no, I'm definitely I'm a crier when it comes to books. So
I mean,
I'm
me
Imagine.
Grace has a stone heart and apparently has never cried over a book. Listen, she's never read My Sister's Keeper, so she doesn't know what real pain is.
I mean,
They,
If you know,
they get
you know.
the viewers get my references. They know what I'm talking about.
Someone's-
Chime off in the comments.
Someone's really confused right now. Like, no, we don't. I understand you, viewers.
any viewer that's out there that's just like, bro, come on.
I mean,
I've
please.
never actually read a book in my life, so
No, Gabby can't read actually.
I can't read. I don't believe in reading. I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah.
That's a great book by Sarah Dessen. Shout out.
I can't read. I'm just along for the ride.
Along for the Ride.
Interesting.
It's a book by Sarah Dessen.
That's
It's a great book. It's my favorite Sarah Dessen book.
So the final category that we are going over is the miscellaneous category. So this is basically just stuff that didn't really fit into the other ones. So I personally, for the miscellaneous category, to start off, is I got some question a day. Like this one is 1 question a day for self-care, and it's for 3 years. So basically you're just going to be answering like a question each day for 3 years. I already have a journal kind of similar to this. It's actually this one question a day for 5 years, and I really like it because it's nice to see like how your mind is different from the year previously. Like I did the entirety of last year. I'm still doing it for this year, and some of the questions, my answers for last year are very different from mine for this year, but some are similar.
Are they the same questions every single year, or are they different?
It's the same questions for every year because how they format it is they have the date and then the question, and then they have 5 lines
year,
with
year,
years,
year.
and then you write the year kind of on the side. I know it's going to be hard to see from far away. I can put a picture right here to show you, but you have the year, you fill out the year, and then you just answer the question in the lines, and then it's just like 5 paragraphs to answer for each year. And
Okay.
It's really nice. I love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I like the way that your mind is gonna change every single year instead of just having like 500 or 500. That's only 2 years. I can't count. I can't read. I can't do any of that. But I
Yeah.
like that it's not just something unique. You can go back and see.
Yeah,
I
because
have a question.
what's up?
What do they do for Leap Day?
For leap year?
Oh, interesting.
February
Yeah.
29th?
There's probably just one of those.
Well, but what if you start off in a leap year?
Oh, they have a leap day.
Oh, and they have all 5 years?
Oh.
Oh, that's cute. We
Yeah, so
love
I could
leap
do
day representation.
I could do 5 leap year days, and then everything else is just different.
Okay, so I got 2 journals as well. This one, just because it has this really rad dragon on it, and also I have a bunch of notebooks because I have an addiction. It's a real problem.
Notebook addictions are the best addiction, though. I love collecting notebooks,
Listen.
especially if you're not going to write in them.
Yeah, listen, are you even a writer if you don't have a collection of unused notebooks? I don't know.
The answer is yes you are. I do not have a collection. I'm too neurodivergent for that. Continue.
You know the truth, viewers. Anyways, this was just really cool, and I saw it, and I had to grab it. And then the other one is the Creative Writer's Notebook. So it has prompts from a bunch of like prominent authors, and a little space for you to journal. It's like if you're suffering writer's block or you just don't know what to write for a day, you can get a writing exercise from like a famous author, which I thought was pretty fun. And as someone who frequently like has those blockages in my creativity, I always need a nice writing exercise to just open the channels, let the ideas flow.
They have books similar to that, like Five Below, where it's like 300 story prompts or something like that.
Yeah,
and those
no.
are very interesting. I have a couple of those.
I saw it and I was like, look, book annex, $10. Like, you better bet I'm gonna grab that.
I have something you might also be interested in then taking a look at. I'm forgetting off the top of my head what it's called, but it's also an exercise book. It's like got a bunch of like prompts based on like the senses. It's like hear, feel.
Sounds like
What?
therapy.
It's like a bunch of different prompts based on like touch, all of your senses basically. So it's like go out and look at something in the world and then write about what you see or what you hear doing different things. You might find some of them interesting.
That's very interesting. I am interested.
Another one that I got, this was more of like a mystery. It's called the New York Trilogy, so there's like 3 books in one, and each one has a different mystery. There's one called City of Glass, and this is basically just like a writer who's going in as a detective, kind of like the show Murder, She Wrote.
Name drop.
Yeah, the name drop. The second one is Ghost, and it's basically someone being assigned to spy on someone, but the person that they're spying on has been spying on them through their window.
Nice.
So that's interesting. And then the final one is called The Locked Room, and it said that someone disappeared, leaving behind his wife and baby and a cache of extraordinary novels, plays, and poems. And then the question is, what happened? And I'm very intrigued. So, and I also love the style of it because it looks like old newspaper style.
It's looking like Kane's Jawbone a lot as well.
Yeah, and I really love that. Another book that I got, Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. This has been on my to-buy list forever. This is on my TBR. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and especially since most of the stuff that apparently happened in the book is happening right now in real life. Because this takes place in the early 2020s, and I don't know if you noticed, but it's 2023. I count that as early 2020s. So I'm kind of intrigued about that.
Octavia E. Butler is also just an amazing author.
Yeah.
I read Kindred. It made me cry a bunch. And I love her. Would
Yeah.
strongly recommend you check her out. She writes great sci-fi.
And another one I got is The 10,000 Doors of January by Alex E. Harrow. And this one's interesting. It's just about a girl who opens a book and then tries to steal someone else's story. So she's going through different doors.
Also giving, I want to say like Verity and Yellowface, because Yellowface
Yeah.
is also about like stealing someone's book, but it's making a commentary on racial ambiguity and things like
Yeah.
that. I think that it's a really nice concept, and I'm glad we're getting more books kind of along those lines of like plagiarization and stuff like that. It's messy, and I'm obsessed
Yeah,
with it.
it's always messy. So I'm excited for this one because this is another one that I've been wanting to get for a while. Part of the middle grade that I got is Out of My Mind. I remember every single fucking bitch in middle school reading this book, and I was not one of them because I was not a reader in middle school, unfortunately, and I wish that I was. So I'm finally gonna see what the why everyone was reading this, and this is by Sharon M. Draper, probably. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, please correct me, respectfully correct me. And then the final one is The Prince of Song and Sea, and this is basically just The Little Mermaid, but in Prince Eric's point of view, and it adds on where he has like a curse and whatnot, and that's interesting. So
He's hot. Look at
It's a beautiful cover. It's
cover is-
stunning.
I love
Gorgeous.
Prince Eric so much. He was my first crush, or one of my first crushes when I was younger, and I love The Little Mermaid. I actually saw the new one with Halle Bailey. We all did recently.
And Prince Eric got really hot in those movies. Okay? They have a whole Bridgerton moment. White shirt, it's all wet. Look, okay, I'm sorry.
Listen, Prince Eric is just hot in general, okay? Period.
He's hot.
Keeping on with kind of the like traveler like sea theme, I have Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, and as we talked about with Lore, this is my favorite author, and admittedly I haven't read enough of her books, and I've also never seen Passenger or the sequel Wayfarer in bookstores before. It's usually like I know it exists, you can get it at like a library, but we saw this, so I just like kind of just snapped it up, and it was a good price, and so very excited to have another Alex Bracken book on my shelf that's not another copy of Silver in the Bone. So I have 3 of those.
That's my first boxing video.
An unboxing video. I love unboxing. Okay, so shit, you right. Thank you.
Yeah, Gabby.
I wanted to be just the slightest bit more disrespectful just because I know you've been doing it and I thought it'd be funny. Canoodle under your car.
They're gonna go have sex under your car.
Get
gonna
away
bully-
from my monster. I have to sell
Oh my
that
god, it's
thing.
gonna be a throuple. There's 3.
Love triangle. Oh my god. They're gonna
It's a
fuck under my.
polyamorous relationship.
They're gonna fuck under my car. That was a laugh.
That's my laughter that I laugh at dirty jokes.
That laugh
Sorry.
just happened.
This is unhinged. The inheritance games.
So I have the inheritance games. I'm not sure if you heard, but I picked up the inheritance games. I have been meaning to pick this up because I've heard it's like a 5-star read. It's awesome. I've heard the rest of the trilogy is kind of like meh, but I've heard the first one specifically is really good. So I'm excited to own a copy of this now and hopefully read it because I've heard it's also quite messy. So
I've read all 3 books. It was quite the ride. I did very much enjoy the mystery though.
I don't read enough mysteries, so I am glad to have some of that.
The first book was really good.
Nice. Okay, I'm excited. The next one I got, I don't know a ton about Phaedra by Laura Shepperson, but it was like just kind of speaking to me. It was in the book, one of the bookshelves, and I saw it and I was like, is that Greek mythology? Because this is my personality, is Greek mythology. This is my book personality, is just Greek mythology. So I'm very excited to, be expanding my collection. It's a feminist. It's of course a feminist book. I love. That's one of my favorite things about like Greek mythology books is that usually they're feminist retellings, and it makes me very happy. So I'm happy to have another one of those on my list. Kind of going the opposite route. We have Song of Achilles, which is not feminist. It's gay though. I already have a copy of this. I had no reason to purchase this.
Yes, you did.
It's
Sprayed edges,
It's
baby.
so pretty. It's so beautiful, and I just needed it in my life. So I'm very happy to have like a hardcover copy now because
I love how you have a free
It's
version of
so
it and you haven't
pretty.
even read it yet.
I already know it's gonna be a 5-star read for me. I already know I'm
Wait.
gonna love it.
T.O., you haven't read it yet and you're buying second copy?
Yeah.
I already know I'm gonna love it. Okay, it's so stunning.
Tell me you don't have commitment issues without telling me you don't have
I would
commitment
say I'm
issues.
overcommitted.
Yeah.
I'm very
I have
committed.
severe commitment issues. I could never.
At this point, I'm just doing it to look pretty. So I also got another double up book. This is my last one. A very beautiful copy of the Iliad and the Odyssey. If you can see the fucking gold right there. It's so beautiful. Look at those gold sprayed edges. I really am obsessed with this copy. I have a very ugly copy of the Iliad and the Odyssey at home. So I thought maybe I could offload that and replace it with this stunning copy because it's so beautiful.
She tried to tell us to tell her to not get it in the store, and then we were like, okay, how about this? How about you trade a book or 2 to get that one?
And
then
I
she
did.
I
I
talked
did.
her into it. It was a good move.
It was a compromise.
It's a
good
beautiful
compromise.
one.
It's also got a nice ribbon book.
It does. It has a ribbon bookmark.
Bookmark. We love books with
it's
that.
so freaking pretty. So this is my last pick. Overall, I'm very, very happy with my haul. I think it was a good day.
Right, so continuing on with like these giant Barnes and Noble whatevers, this is, you know what I mean. This one is Witches, Wizards, Seers, and Healers, Myths and Tales. It's just a collection of different tales from like different regions about like wizards, witches, seers, and healers. It's Myths and Tales. I don't know what else you want from me. Also, it's pretty. Look at that.
That's why we purchase these things.
It looks good on my shelf.
Listen, it makes the shelves look pretty. That's what matters.
Exactly.
This one is DC's Wonderful Women of the World. I saw this and I was interested, and then I read that the editor, Lori Hals Anderson, gathered female and non-binary writers and artists to create this. It basically pulls together not DC superheroes, but just women of the world that are awesome. And just talks about their lives, which I'm really excited. Like, apparently there's a Beyonce section. I don't know what story they're going to tell about Beyonce, but I'm excited.
How fun.
I'm very excited.
Oh, when you get to the Beyonce story, make sure you talk about it.
I absolutely will.
Share with the rest of the class.
Then I got Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. I've read another one of her books ages ago called Need You Up. it was excellent, and so I've wanted this book forever, and yet I've only ever seen it in the I've only ever seen it in the hardcover version, and I'm someone who hates hardcovers. I will not buy a hardcover unless the rest of the series is hardcover. Looking at you, Kira Cast selection, I have all my Kira Cast books hardcover because I can't break up the series. So anyways, I'm very excited about this. That's it. I'm excited.
I heard that was a good book.
Yeah, I've heard only good things about it.
I like the cover a lot. It's got the little doodled characters.
The Gathering Dark, this is an anthology of like folk horror short stories. We're currently in our program, like we have to write like short stories. I'm not super familiar with short stories as someone who prefers long form. So I've been trying to read more of these, and folk horror is kind of my jam. I actually wrote a folk horror story this month, so I'm
was really
excited.
good.
It was a fun
It
story.
was good. We edited it and workshopped it together. It was great.
Yeah, so I'm excited to get exposed to more of that. Also, this cover's like beautiful, and they have a bunch of different authors, so check that out. And then this is a book that was on like the best-selling hardcovers, and they were 40% off for Barnes and Noble members, which it's Things I Wish I Told My Mother by Susan Patterson and Susan DeLallo. It's just a conversation between a mother and a daughter, like getting out all this like shit. I'm really excited. I love books that are like collaborations for multiple authors working on it. I think that's always really interesting. So we'll see what I think. It was best-selling.
Those books, right?
That's our book haul.
That's
That's
a
our
long
haul.
haul.
It is a very long haul, but it's a very good
A
haul.
little gremlin.
We're dragons, we hoard.
For women who turn into dragons.
When Women Were Dragons. Great book. I haven't read it yet, but it sounds great. A bunch of women turned into dragons. I hope they eat all the men. I don't know. Look,
You have strong opinions about this.
I have strong opinions.
That's all from us. Make sure to like and subscribe and join our little buggy family. Make sure to
Chime off in those comments if you agree with me on all the stuff I said, and if you caught all my references. If you didn't, well, you should educate yourself.
Comment down below if you want to see any reading vlogs with any of these specific books, or if you have any other ideas for us to do in the future.
Or if you want to hear any reviews of the books that we got.
and let us know which one is your favorite that we picked. If you have any 5-star reads, let us know.
Like, comment, subscribe.
All right, bye.